So what's up, guys? I got this key to the Civic Type R. As you can see, the back of the key is in red to signify that this is a Civic Type R. Before I do start, I do like to give a big thank you over to the guys at Western Motors for allowing me to film this vehicle. They do have this currently up for sale, so if you are interested in the Civic Type R, I'm going to leave their phone number somewhere on the screen right here right now. Go ahead and give them a call. Just so you are aware, this car does have 56,000 miles, if you're wondering. They do have it up for sale. Like I said, I am going to leave their phone number on the video, so if you are interested in this kind of type of car, give them a call. Alright, so popping the hood from the Civic Type R, you do get a prop rod. You do not get those hydraulic struts or shocks. So underneath of the hood of the Civic Type R of the FK8, you do get a turbocharged 2-liter making 306 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. Now this is connected to a 6-speed manual transmission only. You can only get this in the 6-speed manual. Now EPA does rate this at 22 in the city, 28 in the highway, which is not horrible for a performance car like this. Now it is a Honda built engine. Their job is to make sure that it's reliable and efficient, and it is only powered to the front wheels. You can only get this in the front wheel drive. If you're wondering what kind of oil weight it does take 0W20. Alright, so the front styling of the Civic Type R. Now this is the FK8. We do have a new generation called the FL5. Now I personally think this one looks really good. I do like the FL5 better. Let me know down in the comments below which one you guys like better, the FK8 or the FL5. I just think the FL5 looks a lot more mature, but people have their preferences. I personally like it. I just like the FL5 a lot more. Going to the top, now you do have a scoop. It is functional. Like that body line's going to the hood. I don't know if you guys are able to see how it curves up. I do like that. Going down to your grill, you do have a Type R badge. It is all functional. Now to know if between a SI or a Type R is pretty easy, but another way to distinguish is that Honda badge. If it's a Type R, it will be in red. Some people have SIs, they just change it out for the red one as well. You do get all functional arrows except right here, which isn't, but this air curtain on the side is functional. I don't know if you guys can tell. You do get fog lights. Now they did put that yellow cover on it, so it gives it that yellow effect on the fog lights. There are LEDs as well. You do get LED headlights as well. Your turn signals are LEDs as well. Let me go ahead and demonstrate to unlock the vehicle so you can see. So there are LEDs. You do get that DRL going down the side. LED headlight going around. You do get wider fenders. Now you do have your marker light in orange. Do not like that color. Usually people black them out, get clear ones. Now to your wheels, you do have, so they did change it a bit from this. So on this generation you did get a 20-inch wheel. I believe on the FL5 you get a 19-inch wheel. They do go smaller in size, but your wheel size is 245 30/20. Now you do get that on all 4 corners, and you do get the Brembo brakes upgrade in front. I believe these are 4 piston. Quote me if I'm wrong. Now you can see all the suspension all up in there. DAPs, slotted rotors, and you do have this right here. Like I said, it is widened. You can tell. I'm not sure if it's catching up. It looks a little blurry, but it is also active. Well, it is also functional. Sorry, correction. Your mirrors. Now they are color match. You do get like flat black on the bottom though. To your door handles, they are color match. You do have keyless entry. You can just put your hand right over and it will unlock, or to lock it you can just press the button and it will lock. Door, and then beneath you do got your side skirts with that carbon fiber look all the way through again, and then you do have red stripe going through. To your rear, now above you do have these, I'll be honest with you, I do not know what they're called, but they are to redirect air to the rear as well with your wing. It's your door. Now you can tell in here how they kind of just slapped the wider fender. They just kind of slapped it on there. It's not like the front where it's molded. So once it's unlocked, you can just press on it, and then you do have capless fueling. Going down to your wheel, you do have a regular single piston caliper. And then you do have same thing, your same setup as in the rear and the front, tire size as well. You do get this big old wing, which is actually functional, which serves its actual purpose. You do get that rear windshield wiper. And you can also, if you can't tell, there is glass through right here on this bottom. It goes all the way down through. Your Honda badge, Civic badge on the left, Type R badge on the right. You know, these are your tail lights. Now, going to the back, you do have proximity sensors. I don't know if you guys can see them, but you do have your bumper where it is color matched through. Then going beneath it has that carbon fiber with that line, that red striping going all the way across. You got your triple exhaust tips. Now going into the hatch, you can either go inside, or it does have a button right here. You can press right underneath the Honda badge. Being that it is a hatch, you do have a large opening, a good amount of room. You can just lift this up and it will go through over here, but that's just to cover your goodies in the back. You just put that back. Now these are your carpets that you get with. They are in type R. You get that badge on there. Now if you do lift this up, you do get a fix it flat kit. You do not get a spare. Now to close this down, so you do have handles up here on both sides. You just pull it down and close it up. To your rear door panel, relatively simple, honestly, super light. You can move these doors no problem. You do get all hard plastic on top. Get a speaker right there. You get your door handle. You do get all this fabric going across, all hard plastic fabric. You got your window control. Then you do have a cup holder right there. Then you also have your speaker. To your rear seats, which is nice, you do get a red seat belt, and so you give it extra horsepower. So sitting behind the Civic Type R, this is where I would be sitting at. I am 6 feet tall. It is a little cramped, but I mean, it's not horrible. I can go on a trip with this no problem whatsoever. So behind the seat, you do get that like carbon fiber look to it. Now you do get 2 cup holders back here, a little bit of space. There is no center armrest and there is no center seat. The same thing for the other side. You get the red seat belt right there. Then you also do have a speaker as well up there, and then you do have one on both sides actually here, and then you got your handle over the top. All right, to your front door panel, you do get all hard plastic on top as well. Well, it's kind of like soft in a way, but it is hard. And then you do have your speaker up there. You do have this carbon fiber look to it right here with that red trim. I don't know if this is Alcantara or suede or fabric material. You do have automatic controls for the front 2 windows. For the rear windows, they are not automatic. All hard plastic underneath, more space for like a bottle, a speaker. Nothing on your door seal, nothing that says Civic Type R on there. Now to your front seats, they are extremely more aggressive than the rear. You do have Type R badge, well, you do have Type R on the top, and you do have pass-throughs on the seats. They are in red, and you got black down the middle. They are extremely, well, they're pretty aggressive. They do hold you in place. They are nice and firm. Alright, so in the Civic Type R, behind the steering wheel, now you do get leather all around. You get your red stitching as well going through. You got your red badge. You do have your controls for your instrument gauge cluster. And for the infotainment system, you do have your traction control on the left side. You have a speaker right there, like I said, and then you have all injected molding on top, hard plastic right here. And then you do have like this carbon fiber look again to it all around through the car with that red trim. Now this is your gauge cluster. You can go through a bunch of stuff, but on the right you have your fuel, on the left you have your temperature gauge for your engine. Now you can go through a couple stuff, see what your range is at, your fuel. Now you can, let me see the performance pages. Now you can see what your PSI is at. Now on this one you can see your turbo, the PSI. As I rev it, you can see that it goes up. Now like I said, on the steering wheel you do got that carbon fiber. You got red through right here. It is push and start. You do got injected molding all on top. Your air vents, you got your hazards right there. Now this is your infotainment system. You got your knob right here, all your buttons for the infotainment. Climate controls as well. Underneath you do have more space. It's not a wireless charging pad. Your 6-speed transmission. Now to go into reverse, you just put it all the way to the right and down. Then that's how your camera looks like. Something not that clear visible. You can't change the angles or how wide or closer or straight down. You do have your Type R badge right there with your number, parking brake. You got that brake hold feature. Then you do have your mode selector, so you can mess with this and it will change on your instrument gauge cluster. So right now I do have it on the, on the R mode. Go down to sport, it changes a little bit, and go down to comfort, changes just a little bit less red, I guess. Now surprisingly, you do have a lot of space, kind of like right here. I'm surprised by being this car. Now you do have 2 cup holders, but if you do slide this back, you got even a deeper cup holder, and you do have as well a USB-C right there as well. And then you move this back, you have space right here. Slide this forward, slide this more forward. It is deeper pocket right here with more space right there. Or what you can do, you can just pull this to the side, and now your cup holder like that does come out, and now you have even deeper space. Now you do have armrest right here that you can slide back and forth. To the passenger side, you do have all injected molding on top, that carbon fiber look to it as well. Down beneath as well. Then going down, you do have your glove box. It is relatively small. This is your passenger seat as well. Same thing, type R, pass-throughs. Got that red and black going through all the way through. On top, you do not get any sunglass holders or whatsoever. You just have your light controls. That's basically about it. Going down, you do have your mirror right here, sunshade, and this is your mirror for your visibility. If you guys are wondering what kind of camera am I recording this on, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now visibility wise, honestly it's pretty good, besides just that pillar right there. The wing doesn't necessarily get in the way too much. You can't really notice it in the mirror, but it's actually really good. And I mean, if you have kids, you could just throw, if you have 2 kids, at least you could just put them in the back. It's not horrible in here. Spacious, a fun car. Usually everyone gets it just because what it is. You got the 6-speed transmission. I think it's a great car. Alright guys, that does it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this. If you guys like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, which it does gladly help me out. Will help me grow my channel a lot more. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.